quick recap of yesterday's trade. So, what were we looking at? At first, I know for sure that I was trying to short like a hero, which unfortunately and logically didn't work out. Okay, so it's all about the open. Open. Let's do a replay like a hero. So the bias was bullish, price went up, crossed this H1 and then was crawling up. It was actually getting into a H1 and M15 gap, and there were also quite some divergences going on. So we have this level, this green level for ES, which aligns with this one for NQ. And NQ was paving the way and ES was lagging. And what I noticed from last week, maybe even weeks, is that the most bullish pair is going to be setting the example for the other pair. So the other pair will in the end follow up. And sometimes it's NQ, sometimes it's ES. So if we go to the M5, I don't know what this drawing is. So I was actually looking for a reversal. I was looking for a gap, an SMT, but so far it did not come. Let's see where I opened. Yeah, okay. So price was going here, and here we had the open. And I think my reasoning was here that because there was such a strong move to the downside, this would be a level of resistance. And I think I was I don't know why I took this. It's just it just doesn't make sense. You know, from an RR point of view, it looks really nice. And I think, oh yeah, the reasoning was we have here 5 minute change in the state, solid breakdown into this level, and then I was shorting the move up. So I think I had my stop loss more or less like this, and then just targeting the same lows again. What I was not recognizing, and this I think is very important, just as a reference, this level, so this wick, there was created an enormous SMT. So as I mentioned, ES was lagging a lot. And now we have this level being, this SMT being created. And what I noticed that here price tagged an M15 level. I will show you. I'll delete this for a bit. Price was tagging an M15 level, a gap, and also doing a retest of this 15-minute change in the state and immediately responding to it. So I don't know why I thought this shorting idea was a good idea, because I mean, price action was just bullish in general. And moreover, taking into account what I said first, if NQ is paving the way, a bullish path, and ES is selling off like this, printing a bullish SMT, the likelihood of ES ranging here for a bit when sellers and buyers are switching hands, it's actually more interesting to wait and see whether or not ES is able to get past this gap, 5-minute gap. And if so, then either trade ES long or trade NQ long as well, since it was being the most aggressive pair. So this short was just out of whack, out of timing, out of bias. So it had actually no foundation. I think I was just a bit impressed by the volatility and the candles being printed, which is a ridiculous reason to take a trade or to be impacted by it, but it happened. So I was watching price. Then, of course, what I do is I give myself a timeout of at least 15 minutes to not go and revenge trade myself. So so once I got stopped out, I saw in agony that not only did price indeed range, so it was trapping, I think, shorters or longers here and then pushing upwards. And then once this close happened on the 5 minute, you can see that price also closed above this level, which I think was an order block. I'm not really sure. So it closed above here. And then, in my opinion, the pathway was open for another leg higher. And then my idea was probably ES is going to move more aggressively. And it moved. It started ranging here. So you had like a big SMT, a bearish SMT, because this green level is actually this level for NQ. So that's a major SMT. And then it started printing also lower time frame SMTs. So ES was just stalling, while NQ was just crawling upwards. So now we got to a point where I thought, hey, now it's interesting to watch and see whatever NQ is doing. So the 5 minute actually did not give any proper change in the state. So I looked at the 4 minutes. So just assuming that if I want to take a trade, what would be a proper level to take it from? And price was, yeah, you can see the chop was just enormous. On the M1, it was even worse. And ES was actually already showing some weakness, because this level, I think, corresponds, oh no, that's up here. So what I wanted to see was at least a 4 minute close below this. And my assumption was that price is either going to take its time, but I had no guarantee when it would stop. So my idea was, because I drew out this 5 minutes. Is it a 5 minute? Let's check it. Yeah. So it's a 5 minute inverse. That's the 5 minute I was watching, of course. I think, okay, when you have an impulsive move up, and indeed ES is the heavier of the two, then I would expect price to go here. And then maybe ENQ, if it's really strong, then if you're lucky, you get this level, more or less. And did I do it on the 1 minute or on the 4? Let's at least take the 4 minutes. So my thinking was, I think I went short here after this close below. And I was watching price, and price was just taking its time. So let's go to the M1. Price was taking its time, and this was, I think, around dinner time. Yeah, so we got a final wick into this level. I think I started here, I entered here. I was in a decent profit. Okay, that's a 1R, nothing special. I thought, okay, I'm going to trail my stop. So back then, when we made this move, I said, okay, this is going to be, I'm not going to give away more than this. And I thought to myself, okay, so what does price want to do? Also because ES took this wick. And that was for me a potential area for a bounce, maybe at least to this level. So I thought I need to give it some room to breathe, because probably if NQ is the stronger pair, the move up is going to be stronger as well. So I didn't trail. And then price started hoovering again. And the moment we got back to this level, I trailed my stop here, which I think was a good idea. And I took off 2 contracts, because normally now price was actually going lower. So my idea was it's going to go here. But I've learned by now that if you're going to get, let's say, equal lows, then it's good enough to take it. And so I took off here. I took 2 contracts off here. And because it was dinner time, I trailed my stop, I think, to this level. And then just let it run. The other one, I think I put my stop at this wick to see, okay, let's see where we go. And whatever happens, I'm okay with what happens. Let's not delete that one, but this one. So I was just watching, I walked away, I set my alerts, and then price started ranging a bit, and then it made a sharp move up. Let's see where it was. So then it started up and I got my stop loss hit. Actually, I think my stop loss, no, I think I trailed my stop all the way here. So I made it very tight and narrow. This, I think, was the best I could get out of the trade. Also seeing that it was 11:30 and then price were just starting to range. And yeah, you get more chop. You can see ES was just not doing much. So this was okay. I mean, the trade in the morning was just terrible. Made absolutely no sense to trade it. But this trade was a good one. I'm happy with it. And I think I squeezed 1.66R out of it. So that was a good trade. Happy with it.